Hello there. Nice to see you again. I'm the Gaming Dave. Okay, now that we've had that little intro, here's some stuff that I found for week beginning the 24th of June. And we're going to start off with a game that was released about the middle of last week. This is a third-person action-adventure hack-and-slash shooter from the people at High Moon Studios, the people who made the movie-to-game adaptations of the most recent Transformers films, directed by Michael Bay. This game is called Deadpool. For those of you who know who Deadpool is, you are probably fangirling right now about this game. If not, you're probably just like, what? What is this? It sounds pretty cool. And it is. I'm going to tell you why it is. Deadpool is known for his crude language, that is in this game, his love of violence, which is in this game, his love of the female gender, is in this game, his love of chimichangas, which I think is in this game, as well as his lack of this thing called the fourth wall. This essentially means that Deadpool is fully aware of the fact that he is a video game character, comic book character, whatever. He is fully aware of this, and it drives him insane. For those of you who aren't into comics or just aren't really aware of it, there was this thing in the Marvel comics called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. He essentially traversed time and space and killed everyone in the Marvel Universe because it was annoying him the fact that everyone else wasn't aware. He's a little bit crazy. Just a little bit. I'm getting a little bit off track. This game looks really good. It looks like it has a lot of promise, both with the story and how it plays. But there've been mixed reviews, mixed thoughts regarding this game. But I still hold out hope. I still hold out hope that this could be a good game. The thing is, though, I'm very good at actually finding the good in games, even games that have been absolutely slandered. I can still find, it's like, well, there's this bit that makes it playable and enjoyable. So that means I'll probably be able to find something good with Deadpool if what the reviews are saying are accurate. Moving on, some other news which kind of annoyed me a little bit. Titanfall, one of the Xbox One exclusive titles, is said to have no single-player campaign. It is going to be entirely multiplayer focused. Titanfall, created by the people at Respawn Entertainment, have said that they don't feel that they could make a good single-player campaign out of this, and therefore will keep it entirely multiplayer. This game, when I saw the trailers for it, was like, yes, this game is going to be amazing. It's like mechs and shooting, and soldiers can kill mechs, and just, it had such potential. And the backstory that you got from the trailer looked really good, because it was this guy who was like, I'm never getting one of those things again. Not after what's happened. But I might, if I have to prevent war. And it's just like, nope, no single campaign play, no single campaign here. But it comes with no surprise, because the people at Respawn Entertainment are ex-Call of Duty developers. I don't mind the fact that Respawn is ex-Call of Duty developers. That's fine. I'm sure it will make a decent product. It's just that because of the Call of Duty audience, there's probably only like 5% of them who actually play the campaign. I only have 2 Call of Duty titles, and I've played the campaign on both of them, and hardly bother with multiplayer. For obvious reasons. So, yeah. I wanted a single player campaign to this game, if I were to get this game, but no. But oh well, other people will probably agree with me in the fact that that was a really bad call to make, but they'll still probably get the game anyway, because it looks quite awesome. Anyway, moving on. News from last week, which has caused quite a bit of stir among the gaming industry and just doesn't make any sense. Saints Row 4, continuation of the Saints Row series, has been completely banned from Australia. It's not getting any rating or anything like that. Even though it has an 18 plus rating, it is not being allowed into Australia because there's apparently stuff like alien probing, legal drug use even though the drugs are fake, and they're just not allowing it in. Yes, I admit that Saints Row is essentially Grand Theft Auto on acid. But what are you doing, Australia? You're letting exceedingly violent games, but because there's alien probing and stuff like that, you don't let it in. But that's just overbearing censorship, and I'm not happy with it. But hopefully gamers in Australia will kick off enough, and they will allow Saints Row 4 in. That is what I hope will happen. The thing is, though, this isn't the only other game we've excluded. I haven't been able to find the other one, but there are other games that they are excluding, even though they have this 18+ rating. It's like, you have adults who can make up their own mind as to which games they want to buy, or which games offend them, or whatever, and yet you're still taking that away. I'm confused. Explain to me. Silly Australians. No offence to Australia, I love you. I have one more big point, but before I do, I'm going to make a small recommendation to you. It's this game I found on Steam, you know, that game, PC game client I've mentioned. It is also on the Xbox Live Arcade. Is it Arcade or is it Indie? It's one of the two. It's on one of those marketplaces, so look it up. It's this game called DLC Quest. I bought it for £1 because it was a daily deal on Steam and it was 50% off. But otherwise, it's £2 on Steam, or the Microsoft points equivalent. I think that's around 240 points, maybe less. I've seen games that have been around 240 points. I think that's like the lowest. I've seen stuff go for 80 points. That's been vanity stuff. So I'm not sure how much this will be on the Xbox Live Marketplace. But this game is so cool. An indie 8-bit platformer side scroller of awesomeness. Essentially, like I suggested with the name DLC Quest, this game is essentially making the joke of what happens when all that DLC that you get in games goes too far. And it does it to such a degree that it's brilliant. Especially when you start the game, you don't even have animation. You don't jump. You don't have audio. You have to get coins and buy that. That's DLC. Well, actually, they make the comment at the start of the game, like, this is entirely satire. There is no DLC to go with this game. But it's just like, yeah, you have to buy all these things with these coins, these in-game coins. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. But no, seriously, this game's awesome. I love it so much. It's just... go buy it. Go support these people. This actually got greenlit through Steam, i.e. the Steam Greenlight was giving indie developers a chance to get their game onto the Steam Marketplace, which is an idea that I love a lot. And it has produced some really good games, i.e. Surgeon Simulator being one of them. That's probably the most popular Steam Greenlit game. So yeah, DLC Quest. Buy it. If it's not in the Xbox Marketplace, I apologise, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on these things, but when I was looking up controls, it did have an Xbox controller up there, so it kind of led me to suggest it could be on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Okay, big news that I mentioned earlier. A console release. This is an Android console. It's made by these people who funded it through Kickstarter. It had a target of about $950,000. It reached that target and then some. The final was about $8.6 million. So they've been able to do a lot with this. It's called the ouya. Let me just say that again for you. Ouya. Ouya. I'm sorry. One more. Ouya. Okay, that's it, I promise. I essentially want this to be a completely open source console. It even says on the website page, feel free to unscrew it and look around it. If I get my hands on that thing, it's going to be so cool. All the games on it are completely free to try. There's like demos for all the games, so that's really cool. So they're very strong believers of the whole try before you buy ethic. So that's awesome. This console is just like full of awesomeness. In some respects, it is actually more powerful than, say, our Xbox 360. Has more RAM, has double the RAM, random access memory. Google it. Than your Xbox. So that's quite cool. It has about 8 gig internal storage, which can then be expanded via 2 USB ports. So you can expand it to quite a bit. There is actually a USB drive that's 256 gig. That is a lot of gigabytes. And then if you can have 2, you can essentially have approximately 500 gigabytes of external storage. How cool is that? I love it. It's so cool. All the gaming you have is full 1080p HD, so obviously it'll be very clear, very crisp, very nice to look at. So that's another point. Actually, before we get onto some other points, cost-wise, before I forget, £100 for the whole console, which I believe comes with an extra controller. Extra controllers are about £40, which I think might be quite expensive controller-wise, but I suppose it won't be too much of a problem as long as the controller has some longevity, keeps going for a long amount of time. I suppose it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But for multiplayer, all you have to do is just connect 4 ouyas to your telly, up to 4 ouyas for your telly, and just have them all on one screen, like split screen with 4 different ouyas. That's really cool. I want one badly. Give me money. Give me money to buy an ouya. So I can just say that all day. Hey, I'm gonna go play my ouya. I'm sorry. I need to stop making these ouya name jokes. I love the ouya. I just also love how the many ways with which I can say its name. As I mentioned beforehand, all the games are completely free to try, and of course you can buy these games. On the ouya website, they have a games counter. Just the number of games that they have on their network that you can buy, try, or whatever. When I checked it, I had 201 games. And the thing had like 5 dudes. So essentially could go quite high. And I think they're going to be willing to push that even further. Which, of course, I know it sounds very extravagant. But hear me out a second. As well as giving both AAA companies and indie developers a chance to make games for the ouya, they're also including free, completely free to try creation tools. What's essentially saying is you can make your own games on the ouya. No matter how much experience you have, me or you watching this, if you have an ouya, you could make a game for it and put it out there for however much money. And if people like it, they'll try it and they'll play it and then they'll like it. It just gives so much potential and so much freedom. And it's wonderful. All hail the ouya. I've said all I can say about the ouya now, and all the other things I have said. I know this video's going up on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whenever I get it uploaded. I was tired. It was just like, but I still made the video for you guys, because I wanted to. And I wanted to make you happy. Because one of my friends, David Robinson, hello, I know you're watching this. Hey, David. Was like, where's the video? Where's the video, David? Where's the video? I want my video. I was on YouTube waiting for your video. So, David Robinson, there you go. I made you a video. You're happy now. There you go. You didn't ask me to do this. I just chose to do it. I can't even tell if that's a heart. There we go. There is a very badly panned heart upon my forehead. That is for you, David Robinson, and for all of you, because I love you all this much. This much love for you. Alright then, I have a topic video coming soon. I'm not going to call them discussion videos, I'm going to call them topic videos. Until I get more people, until I can get people involved in this, it's just going to be a topic video. That will be coming very soon. That needs to be written up. I've got the basis of the stuff, I just need to see which extra details I'm going to put in. So that's coming soon, looking forward to that. And yeah, hopefully I'll be more on the ball, so you might have a video Sunday or Monday. Alright then, I'm the Gaming Dave, Dave Nickel, and I will see you soon.